Shannon Sharpe, is you gay? The people is saying that you is gay.
Would because I'm loyal to Shannon. The LGBT community gets a right. They're not taking a right from you. They're saying we just want some of the rights that you have.
The rumors about Shannon Sharpe allegedly living a double life are starting to gain attention once again, and now Katt Williams is making the conversation even louder. Remember the controversy involving OnlyFans model Gabriella, who filed a lawsuit against Shannon. In the end, Shannon reportedly paid her millions, and most people assumed he simply wanted the case to go away quietly. But now, according to someone close to Gabriella, she allegedly threatened to reveal claims that Shannon was interested in men. And that's not where the story ends. Some fans believe Shannon may have unintentionally exposed himself when those private messages from Gabriella became public. In one of the texts, Gabriella allegedly claimed that Shannon asked her to interact with a very specific part of his body, if you catch the reference. That has led some people to question whether Gabriella was merely a cover story. What's interesting is that speculation about Shannon's personal preferences has been circulating for years. One of the most talked about controversies involved his former male stylist, known by the nickname Print. And yes, most people think they understand the implication behind that name. More recently, several public figures have added to the discussion. It's not just Katt Williams. Eddie Griffin, Mike Epps, and Dr. Umar have all made comments that many interpreted as hints that Shannon may not be entirely straight. But let's focus on the latest allegation. A viral blind item claims that Shannon was allegedly seen on a date with an unidentified man in Atlanta. At the same time, individuals reportedly connected to Gabriella, the OnlyFans model who received the settlement, are suggesting this is the real reason she was paid such a large amount. According to those claims, she supposedly knew details about a secret side of Shannon's life and threatened to reveal everything. And remember when Katt Williams appeared on Club Shay Shay and started talking about what he called Big D deviance? Well, some viewers now believe Katt was subtly implying that Shannon himself belongs to that same circle.
These will be exposed.
Another thing keeping these rumors alive is Katt's insistence that he has receipts to support everything he's been saying. And if you go back and watch the interview, it's hard not to notice Shannon looking noticeably uneasy the second Katt begins talking about how he's spent years collecting information and holding on to evidence involving various people throughout the entertainment industry.
Tell it.
And honestly, when you look back at that interview, it really feels like Katt was throwing subtle jabs at Shannon the entire time. If you pay attention to Shannon's body language, he appeared noticeably shaken. Katt maintained direct eye contact as he spoke, and Shannon seemed so caught off guard that he reached for a drink just to regain his composure. And let's not forget the moment Katt told Shannon that he has an unnatural loyalty to losers.
Not like it.
But here's the thing. These rumors surrounding Shannon didn't just appear overnight. People have been talking about them for years, but the speculation really picked up in 2023 when reports began circulating that Shannon was allegedly involved with his former stylist, Russell Simpson, better known as Print and now known as Hollywood Mugler. Throughout that year, Shannon and Print were spotted together all across Los Angeles, from sitting courtside at basketball games to taking what some observers described as a getaway that looked more personal than professional. Print frequently posted photos of Shannon on Instagram, often sharing behind-the-scenes moments of the two together. On one occasion, he uploaded a picture of Shannon to his story and wrote that Shannon was the best to ever do it. The obvious question from many people was, do what exactly? Shannon also regularly gave Print shout-outs on his show, and from the outside, the two appeared to have developed a very close bond. Then things became even more complicated when Media Takeout published a report focusing on Shannon's relationship with Print, adding even more attention to the ongoing rumors.
Let them have.
And according to that report, Print was the same person who made headlines years earlier after claiming he had been involved with former NFL player Kerry Rhodes. At first, Kerry denied the allegations and rejected claims that he was living on the down low. But later, photos surfaced showing Kerry and Print looking extremely close while vacationing together, which only intensified the speculation. Print later doubled down on his claims, confirming that he and Kerry had been in a relationship. During an interview with Baller Alert, he responded to people who suggested Kerry cared for him like a younger brother. Print famously replied that if that were true, then Carrie certainly didn't treat him like family. That comment quickly went viral and became a major talking point online. And this is the very same person who eventually became Shannon's stylist. Now, to be fair, none of that automatically proves anything about Shannon's personal life. But the rumors continued gaining momentum, and the conversation became so widespread that Shannon ultimately parted ways with Print in August 2023. What made the situation even more interesting was the timing. The split happened right as speculation about Shannon's alleged double life started making the rounds again. Shannon later downplayed the relationship, insisting that Print was never actually his official stylist and was only brought in temporarily to assist for a short period. Still, many people felt the strong denials only raised more questions, with some wondering whether he was trying a little too hard to shut the rumors down.
What she had put together.
Even though Shannon tried to separate himself from those ongoing rumors, several people within the entertainment industry continued making comments that many interpreted as hints about his personal life. One of the names that added fuel to the speculation was Mike Epps. During a stand-up performance a few years back, Mike claimed that Shannon had invited him to appear for an interview on Club Shay Shay. However, Mike joked that he turned the offer down because he didn't want Shannon sitting across from him staring in his direction. The remark got a big reaction from the crowd and quickly became another moment that people pointed to when discussing the rumors surrounding
Shannon Sharpe called me trying to do an interview. I said, no, Medea, I ain't doing no interview. So you can sit across from me and look at my balls. I'll sit down. I thought he was going to attack Katt. That nigga. It's called Shay Shay. He's telling you. Put a wig on that. Tell me if that's Medea's sister. They exposing every motherfucking body.
And now, several old clips of Eddie Griffin have started making the rounds online again. In those stand-up performances, Eddie didn't exactly hold back. He made some very direct comments about Shannon, openly suggesting that Shannon was a closeted gay man. Those remarks immediately grabbed attention and, unsurprisingly, added even more fuel to the rumors that had already been circulating for years.
And Club Shay Shay.
Oh.
Yeah, Shay Shay.
Yeah.
Gay. There with them tight pants on, with his balls and dick all over Katt's face. You can tell how that nigga gay. Come on, saying, now, Katt. That's lips.
When Eddie's remarks first started gaining traction online, Shannon eventually responded to them on his Nightcap podcast. But instead of directly shutting down the allegations, Shannon argued that Eddie and several other comedians were simply reusing the same old jokes and references because mentioning his name was an easy way to generate attention and stay relevant.
Please tell me you got jokes.
But the speculation didn't end there. Dr. Umar also weighed in on the situation and offered his own theory about the controversy. According to Umar, the audio involving Michelle may have been leaked as a way to push back against the rumors that Shannon was living on the down low. Shannon maintained that he accidentally went live on Instagram while spending a private moment with Michelle. However, Dr. Umar argued that the whole situation seemed a little too convenient to be purely accidental. In his view, the timing felt almost perfectly designed to shift the narrative and put an end to the ongoing speculation. Umar went on to suggest that Shannon may have believed that publicly showing himself involved with a woman would finally put the rumors to rest and convince people to stop questioning his personal life once and for all.
Or the woman he was with orchestrated that. He was being accused of being a part of the Rainbow Army. This may have helped dispel those allegations. In addition to that, someone said he was just offered $100,000 from an adult film company.
As a result, fans began analyzing nearly everything Shannon did, from his behavior to his mannerisms, searching for anything they believed could support the rumors. Remember that clip of Shannon getting out of a vehicle while wearing a fitted tracksuit and carrying an orange handbag? Well, some people immediately pointed to that moment as supposed evidence that Shannon might be part of what they call the Rainbow Army. Of course, others argued that clothing choices and accessories don't prove anything. Still, the video quickly spread online, and for those already convinced by the rumors, it became yet another example they used to support their theories about Shannon's personal life.
Here's the final stop of the day. The line started over there. The last stop of the day. We got up early, had a late night. We don't do excuses here. We just get the job done. This is what we signed up for.
And more recently, Shannon once again found himself responding to those persistent rumors during an appearance on Cam Newton's podcast. According to Shannon, these kinds of stories seem to surface whenever he's reaching a new level of success. He suggested that the timing isn't a coincidence and hinted that someone could be deliberately trying to interfere with his earnings and reputation, especially after the massive attention he received following that viral Katt Williams interview.
It's like, all of a sudden, he gay now.
Yeah. When you do see, oh, Unc Zesty, or, you know, stepping outside of, you know, I don't know now, and we don't never see him post no woman, he just got all these damn dogs. Red flag. From the horse's mouth himself, it's like, how do you respond?
I'm in a no-win situation. Because if I respond, they say hit dog holler. If I don't respond, they say, well, if it wasn't true, he would say something. So if I respond, I'm a hit dog. If I don't respond, he's hiding something. So how do I win? I win. Hey, they're gonna say what they. That's the thing that I didn't realize, that when I really got into this, there's this celebrity, this kind of fame here, Cam, is on a different level. I mean, I was a damn good football player. I won Super Bowls. I'm in the Hall of Fame. But this is 20 times the magnification of what I was as an athlete.
So my question is it because of the power of social media, or is it the evolution of you?
It's a combination of both, and that's why I don't let people play with my name. Everybody knows there's nothing wrong with being gay. There's not. I'm just not gay. And most straight men don't let you play with their name like that.
Especially not in our culture.
No. But see, also, in our culture, if I want to try to emasculate you or try, what do I say? I say he's gay. Because no matter what you think, that's still, in our culture, that's still kind of frowned upon. And people, you know, they'll say all these things, well, you know, it's okay. And I don't have a problem with it. I have people that work for me that's their life. That's their life. That's not my life. I don't judge what you do in your home, what you go to bed with, who you wake up as. That ain't got nothing to do with Shannon Sharpe.
Right.
That ain't my bed. Hardest thing, because it was almost like they were trying to convince me that I was something that I'm not. But I kept repeating.
But here's what has a lot of people talking. Some are beginning to question whether Shannon is putting in a little too much effort to convince everyone, and perhaps even himself, that he's interested in women. When you look at everything that's happened, from the drama involving his former stylist to the Michelle incident, Katt Williams seemingly calling him out on his own platform, and now these fresh rumors about Shannon allegedly being seen with men in Atlanta, the situation has become increasingly complicated. And look, we're not here to label anyone or make declarations about someone's personal life. But with all the unusual controversies Shannon keeps finding himself connected to, including that lawsuit involving the OnlyFans model, some people can't help but wonder whether there's more happening behind the scenes than the public knows. To the end of the day, though, that's just what people are speculating about. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Shannon is overcompensating and working too hard to prove a point, or do you believe these rumors have been blown completely out of proportion? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and make sure you stick around for the next video.